With the skyline in Phil, look at Citizens Bank Park here in Philadelphia. Today, it's the second of this three-game series between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Philadelphia Phillies. These two should provide some big-time fireworks. First pitch is coming up. Chris Acho, a West Virginian, gets the call to start this one. EK, what's the word on him?
Well, guys, you can see there he's got a ton of strikeouts this season. We'll see how many he can add to that total here in this one.
Colton Wong makes his way to the plate, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Afternoon for St. Louis, second baseman, number 16.
And the first pitch of the afternoon is taken for ball one as we get underway in Philadelphia. Eric, these Phillies, as they begin play here today, they come off another loss last time out, and in fact they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
And they've upped that lead in the division even further. They've put some serious distance between them and the rest of the pack, so they're well on their way to playing October baseball.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. 1-2, here it comes. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2.
Ooh, there's a tough one to take right there on a 1-2 pitch, especially after fighting off so many pitches leading up to that one.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And he comes back with one down and in for ball 3.
And these long at-bats give you a good sense of what a guy's featuring here in the first inning.
Really good at-bat here from the leadoff hitter as he'll force him to throw another one. Smoke toward third. Beltre has it. Throw on to first. In time, 1 away. And now a shot of the Cardinals starting lineup is set by Mike Matheny. Anybody catch your eye, Eric?
Yeah, you know, I'm hoping to see Jason Hayward turn it around. Last month, he was absolutely brutal at the plate, finishing with an OBP total under 200. Opposing pitchers seem like they found a hole, and they have just continued to exploit it.
Peter Borges is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1. And set up behind the dish is Gary Simmons as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Well, some call Simmons a pitcher's umpire because he's been known to have a wide zone at times, but I think he evens it out, to be honest with you. Pretty fair overall.
Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2. Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2.
Well, you know, when you're behind an account like this, it's all about changing your approach at the plate. You got to shorten up a little bit and just look to put the ball in play.
The 1-2 pitch. And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone now. And with a quick breather here, let's take a look at how the Phils will set up on D. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, guys, remember, this manager has not jumped on board with all the defensive shifts. Still that old school mentality, plays guys straight up, so we'll see how that impacts this game.
Jason Hayward will come forward now as we give you a look at his home and away splits so far this year. Into the windup and the pitch. And that's in there for strike one. High strikes, probably not on the docket for places he wants to be.
Yeah, I mean, it's no secret. You've got to keep the ball down against a team like this. If you go up every once in a while with a fastball, you'll be fine. But you're not going to last too long if you make a habit of working up there with your secondary pitches.
Now a changeup in on the hands that evens it at 1-1.
You got to make sure if you come inside, you come way inside. You leave it out a bit, he's liable to hit that thing in the second deck.
Just getting started here in Philly. And they lay off a fastball up in the zone here, and that brings it to 2-1 now. In there, and it's even now, 2-2.
You know a guy throws hard when his changeup's at 89.
Two and two count. Here it comes. This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with 2 away.
Well, he watched that one all the way in, and it looked like he almost gave up on it. He's pretty lucky that wasn't called strike 3.
2 out, nobody on. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Ground ball right side. Oh, what a stop on the slide. Not in time.
Oh, man, that would have been awesome.
Nearly a remarkable play, but scored a base hit, and the inning continues with 2 away. Here's Matt Adams now. Hard liner toward short. Solid base hit for him, his first of the afternoon.
Yeah, it looked like he was going to breeze his way to a 1-2-3 top half, but back-to-back hits have turned the tables on him here with 2 outs in the visitors' first.
Matt Carpenter stands in, trying to make it 3 straight 2-out hits. He's got a runner in scoring position at second.
And you know how good hitting can prove contagious in an inning. Let's see if he can keep it rolling.
And he lays off there, 1-0.
Boy, I don't know that I'd want to be facing this guy right now. He looks pretty fired up out there.
Yeah, he looks like he could run that fastball through a brick wall.
Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
Doing a good job right there of tying him up inside. Got it in on his hands that time before he could get that barrel through the zone.
2 down, runners at first and second. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Has to be thinking strikeout here. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Cards strand a couple. Now it'll be the Phillies' turn. No score. Lance Lynn is on the mound for game 2. What do you have for us on him, EK?
Well, guys, if you take a look at that whip, you can see he's been struggling all year long. A lot of base runners.
Ben Revere comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the Phillies, the center fielder, number 11, Ben Revere.
And a high strike there, 0-1. Eric Karros, we take a look at this Cardinal ball club as they enter play this afternoon. They're definitely in a nice stretch as they've won 6 of their last 7 ball games.
But they are in for a tough test here this afternoon as they are facing one of the best pitchers around. With the way they've been playing lately, I don't think they're going to be too fazed by it.
In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now.
Yeah, and in a good hitter's park like this one, it's going to be even more important than usual to keep that fastball down. That's right where he's got to be living.
Pulled toward right center field. Borges on the run. He's got it one away. A moment now to check out the hometown Phil's starting lineup. Eric, who stands out to you?
Well, I'm always excited when I get to see Adrian Beltre do his thing. He enters the day among the leaders in the AL and runs batted in, and he's just a huge part of this lineup. Seems like when he goes, they go. We'll see if that's the case again in this one.
Into the box now, Ben Zobrist. He'll get to take his first cuts here. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. That evens it up 1-1. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. Bases are empty, one man out. And this ball is crushed deep down the right field line. But this will land foul shy of the wall. Lynn looks in. Here's the 1-2. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Well, when it's warm like this, you really have to keep the ball down. Try to keep guys from hitting it in the air because it will absolutely carry. That's 2 pitches in a row that were elevated.
Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out. With a moment now, a look at the defense for the St. Louis Cardinals. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, when you talk about elite defensive outfielders, this guy's at the top of anyone's list. Jason Hayward can cover ground. He's got an unbelievable arm. And when you're talking about defensive runs saved, there aren't a lot better.
Maikel Franco will get his first opportunity here, currently leading the league in 2 of the 3 Triple Crown categories.
What a great season, but in order to win the Triple Crown, he's going to need some help from his teammates getting on base. He's in the top 5 in RBIs, but not leading that category.
Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Up top, it's 2-0.
This is a guy whose numbers are on the rise, and this is a big reason why. 2 close pitches, 2 good takes, and now he's in a great hitter's count, 2-0.
Here comes the 2-0 pitch. 3-0 now.
I think at this point, a 2-out walk isn't the worst thing in the world. You'd like to avoid it if you can, but this can be a dangerous spot if you just groove one.
And this one misses inside. A ball, he walked him, and they've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
And for as hot as this guy's been recently, this is a no-brainer. Take the bat out of his hands any chance you get.
Brandon Jordan will stand in now, and his batting average currently good for 7th in the National League.
Well, I don't think this should be a surprise to anybody. Most people know he's one of the best hitters in baseball.
He's set. Here it comes.
Nope.
High and away on the first pitch fastball there. It's ball 1. And you figure now this would be a spot where that man might try to take second base.
And it wouldn't be a bad idea to hold the ball a little longer out there on the mound. Really vary your times to the plate. You can't be predictable out there or he'll take advantage.
Here comes the 1-0. Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now 2-0.
Just getting deeper and deeper into trouble here in the first inning. He's walked one guy already. Now he's fallen behind another guy here.
Late swing on the hitter's count. Still a good count for him now, however, at 2-1. Throw over to the bag, and a dive, but he's back.
Got a pretty good lead right there.
Set to deliver on 2-1. It's sharply toward third. And as it turns out, the two-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. Phillies strand one. After one, no score. Yadier Molina will stride in now. 2 hits for him, including a home run in last night's contest.
Well, this guy's hitting over 300 on the year now, and he had a good performance yesterday as well.
Here comes the first pitch. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball one. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
Yeah, and I don't think I'd be in any big hurry to challenge this guy again. I'd see if I could make him go out of the zone, maybe chase a bad pitch.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Now a little pop-up off toward the first base side. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Chopped foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Well, I'd be surprised if they go back to the curve again on 2-2. He's had a couple of pretty good looks at it at the plate.
Here's the pitch on 2-2. This one sinks low and a touch outside. It's a full count, 3-2.
Wow, what an at-bat he's having right now. He's fought off some tough pitches. He's laid off a few pitches like that one. And now he's worked his way back to a 3-2 count.
Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. 1 away.
Well, this will wind up nothing more than a pop-out in the scorebook. But what won't go unnoticed in that dugout is that he battled for an awfully long time there. That takes a lot of energy out of a guy when he's got to throw that many pitches.
Johnny Peralta will take his first cuts here as we run the numbers to see his splits between July and August. First offering on its way. And a breaking ball backs him out of the way. 1-0 the count.
And we'll see him work both sides of the plate with the curveball going forward. You know, maybe not that far in, but he'll move that pitch around.
Fastball misses away here. It's 2-0. Two 2-0 pitch on the way. Too tight with that one. 3-0. Seems like they're working very cautiously here. Is this a little too cautious?
Yeah, I mean, why are they giving this guy so much credit up there? He's someone that you got to come right after.
Ruled a strike on the outside corner. 3-1.
And at the plate, he might have been told, look, you're taken until you get a strike. Not a bad idea.
Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Revere is after it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Batting eighth.
And sometimes when you're just getting rolling here in a ball game, you've got a 3-ball count. Hey, go ahead and lay one in there. Make him prove to you that he can beat you. This winds up a pretty routine fly ball.
Matt Holliday steps in, hoping to get things going at the plate. You can see it's been a bit of a struggle for him in recent games. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Here's a slider to start things out. Looked at for ball 1.
And he's tracking that all the way across the plate, but that had too much sweep to it for him to think of swinging.
Chop foul over towards the coaching box. No score here as we play inning number 2. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1.
That's not a sight you want to see this early as a starting pitcher. 40 pitches already.
Ripped down the first base line. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball.
Mission accomplished there with 2 away. You just want to give your pitcher a chance to hit here this inning instead of leading off the next one. He does it with a solid single there.
Striding into the box, Lance Lynn, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. Swing and a liner. Foul. A runner on first with 2 away. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 1 left for the Cardinals. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Adrian Beltre will stand in for the first time now. 24 home runs to his credit so far this year. Lynn's ready. Here's the first pitch. And here is strike 1 called to the 37-year-old veteran up there. 0-1.
Well, that one's at 94, so the velocity's good right now.
Now the 0-1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Too high there and maybe a bit outside as well. 2-1. Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. Swung on and missed, and it's even at 2-2. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. You have to figure that he's really going to need to keep the walks in check if he's going to have success here.
I was thinking the same thing. No free rides. You've got to make these guys earn it.
Full count. Here it comes. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And the first baseman can't get there. Now this is swung on and missed by Beltre, and he's down on strikes for the first out.
And this is one of those guys that you can spend all your time in the video room watching what his pitches look like, but Until you get out there and see it firsthand, you just have no idea how much his stuff moves around.
Jose Bautista will stand in now. Certainly a dangerous hitter as he ranks #2 in the National League in home runs.
Well, and that's exactly what you want from your corner infielders. You got to love having those big boys down the lines that drive the ball out of the yard.
A called strike to the 35-year-old veteran. 0-1. Bottom of the second here with no score. Strike 2 on the curveball. 0-2.
And they may have found a location that they like right here. 2 different pitches, both taken on the inside corner, and now they can go just about anywhere they want.
Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
Well, I think that fastball is just for show there. He's not trying to throw this for a strike.
Bounced softly in front of the plate. Molina scoops it up on to first, and there are 2 down.
Batting 7th, left fielder, Curtis Granderson.
Curtis Granderson will stand in now, and as you can see, he enters play with 16 home runs on the season so far. A bit high there. A ball and no strikes. 2 out, nobody on. And the 1-0 is sent out to straightaway center field. And the Phillies have their first hit of the ball game.
And this is what folks mean when they talk about time in the fastball. He looks at the first pitch just to get a feel for the speed, the movement, and then when it comes again, now he knows how to handle it.
Jeff Mathis will stand in. He comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game.
Well, it seems like it's going from bad to worse. He had a bad day yesterday, and he's hitting under 200 in his last 10.
In tight with the curveball, backed up on him a little there, and it's ball 1.
Yeah, he's not really getting on top of that curveball right now, and that's going to get him into trouble if he keeps leaving it up there like that.
Little chopper back to the mound. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 1 left for Philadelphia. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. The city's founder, William Penn, seen there at Top City Hall here in Philadelphia, as we welcome you back to baseball on the show. Colton Wong is into the box as we are all set to begin the 3rd.
And guys, this is the guy you want leading off this inning. He's your leadoff man, so maybe he can get things started, set the table for a little bit of a rally.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Outside, 3-0 now.
And the control looks to be a little off here to start the 3rd.
From the windup, the 3-0 pitch. And that won't find the zone either. So speed on base here to begin the inning. It's a 4-pitch walk.
Now in a scoreless game, I've got a hunch he may get a green light here. They may want to try and get something started that way.
Settling in now, Peter Borges. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Well, you know, it never feels good to go down on strikes, especially looking. You wouldn't be surprised to see him be a little more aggressive in this at-bat.
In there at the knees, strike one.
And that's what he needed to do after the 4-pitch walk. Come right back and get ahead versus the next guy.
Here's a look over to first, and the runner back safely. Nobody out, runner on first. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Seemed to quicken his delivery to the plate on that last pitch.
Well, you got to remember the slide step does two things for you. It gets the catcher the ball quicker so he can throw a guy out, or it will hold the runner on first so he doesn't steal at all.
1-1, here it is. Runner goes for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw, and it skips in as he steals the bag easily. And he is in there.
And if you ask me, I'm pretty sure he had second base stolen already. So this is a time where a catcher just maybe needs to take a step back, stick this one in his back pocket. But instead, he tries to put a little something more on that throw, and he winds up firing it right into center field.
Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
I love this pitch right here. Just an elevated fastball with 2 strikes. Nothing much to it. He just says, this is just a good old country fastball, and he runs it right by him.
Here's Jason Hayward now, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Any thought to bringing the infield in here with one away?
Still a little early in my book. A run you can live with. What you don't want to do is let this snowball into a big inning.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1.
And that's the right spot for that slider. Really try hard to tie him up inside. And that's a good job to lay off, too.
Third inning, no score to this point. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball.
Just did manage to catch that one with the last 2 inches of his glove. That could have been trouble.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Oh, with every pitch it misses, he just keeps digging himself a deeper and deeper hole.
Ready on 3-1. Here it comes. And he misses with one here. It's ball 4. So that'll at least bring the double play into the conversation with runners at the corners and one away.
That's 2 walks now here in this third inning. I mean, it seems like he's having a hard time picking up the catcher right now.
Coming to the plate now, Matt Adams. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. It can change the entire complexion of the game if you can put the other guys on their heels right away.
Lays off 1-0.
And with 2 walks in the inning already, he can't afford to fall behind anybody else if he wants to stay in the game.
The 1-0 delivery. And the pitch bounces off his glove, and that could be a run. And it is a run.
And you know, there's no wrong way to get on the scoreboard for the first time. That's a great job at third of recognizing the situation. He takes off immediately, and he'll come in and score on the wild pitch.
1 out and a runner on second base. There's a strike. It's 2-1. 2-1. Here it is. All even now, 2-2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Right side. Zobrist is able to get there. Throw gets him. 2 down.
These days in this game, we talk so much about situational hitting. Hit behind the runners, move guys up. But with 1 out, you got to try to drive that guy in. That was a really unproductive out, even though the guy moves to third.
Matt Carpenter in now. He went down looking in his first trip to the plate.
And, Matt, that was a pretty nasty breaking ball that buckled him last time up. So it'll be interesting to see if they attack him with a breaking ball again here.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Well, we've mentioned it already, but look at the pitch count here in the 3rd inning. He's almost completely out of gas already.
0-1 pitch on its way. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2.
Well, no taking now. He's going to have to swing the bat.
Two outs here with a runner at third. Lifted the other way to left center. And Granderson will make the catch, and the inning is over. Cards forced to settle for 1. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. St. Louis is out in front, 1-0. Chris Acho digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
And you know, guys, I love a guy like this leading off an inning for you. He makes good contact, and he can run.
Very weakly on the ground, but it gets foul. Lynn steps into his windup. Here's the 0-1. 1 ball and 1 strike to the leadoff man here in the home third. You like what you've seen from this guy so far?
I do. I like where he's putting the fastball, and I like the movement he's been getting on both his curveball and changeup. I think he'll do well.
Slider is in there, and now it's 1-2. And he reaches for 1 out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out. Strikeout number 3 for him here this afternoon as he begins his 3rd inning of work with a punch out. And as you see there, he's currently pacing this Redbirds team in that category.
Well, defense becomes a heck of a lot easier when the opposing lineup can't even put the ball in play. He's probably got the most electric stuff on this staff, and he's been sending batters packing at a high rate all year.
Ben Revere is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. Drops 1 down here, and he'll try to beat it out. Carpenter is up with it. Oh, and Revere much too fast. He's aboard with a bunt single.
Let's check this out again. This is in show motion, and you'll see how he shows bunt late. He's got his head right on the baseball, watching it all the way under the barrel of the bat. That's as good a form as you're going to see.
Here's Ben Zobrist now. She'll wait out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike 1.
And after that call, you know he's got to be turning around to say something like, hey, you know what? This guy doesn't need any help.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. Now a throw over, and he just manages to get his hand in. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Pitch out. Nothing doing. And a half-hearted attempt that time as he broke the plane of the plate. It's a ball and 2 strikes now. Runners on first with 1 down. Breaking ball there is down. Good job of laying off. It's back to 2-2.
Yeah, an interesting setup now on 2-2. Here's where you really need to pay attention to that guy at first.
Trying to strike him out for the 2nd time. He pulls this one into right, but he'll barely have to move out there in right as he hauls this one in for the 2nd out.
Well, they've been a little unlucky so far because they're putting the ball in play. And they've hit a few of those balls really hard, but they're just not falling for him right now.
Michael Franco will stand in. He drew base on balls his first time. First things first, here's a throw over. And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. He's ready. Here's the first offering. There's a fastball missing down and away for a ball. 1-0. Two out with the man at first. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. And here's a slider for a called strike, and he's behind 1-2 now. Pretty clear the plan is to keep everything away.
And that's smart for most guys, but you've got to know your scouting report because this is a guy that can cover the outside part of the plate.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. A runner on first with 2 away. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Galloping around third is Revere. And the run will score all the way from first. It's 1-1.
He's definitely in the middle of an MVP type year. He just keeps coming through time after time after time. He picks up another RBI here with a hard hit double.
Standing in now, Brandon Jordan, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1.
And if he can get himself into a fastball count, don't be surprised if he has a big cut at something. Maybe try and break this tie ball game.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Not close. It's 2-0.
Hey, it's danger any way you look at it right here. You've got a base open, but you've got an even better hitter waiting on deck. So I don't think I'd be working around this guy. I'd be forced to go right after him.
2-0 count. Here it comes. Chopped weakly to the left. Gonna be a tough play. And the throw is not gonna be in time as he's able to reach base safely.
And if this is almost any other guy in baseball, he's going to be out. But he just gets down that line so fast, and he winds up beating this one out.
Adrian Beltre stands in with 2 on and 2 out here in the third.
And you know, some guys just get better with runners in scoring position and 2 outs. This is a big at-bat for him right here, even though it's still early.
And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. Now a throw over to first, but the runner's back easily. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike. And able to lay off the fastball away here. 2-1 now.
He's still got a couple pitches to deal with right here, but he's starting to lose command of his pitches. You got to take a step back, take a deep breath, and get back in the zone.
Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball. 2-2.
And we've seen guys swing at that four-seam riding fastball up in the zone. But you're never going to get on top of that thing when it's up that high.
Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Heading out towards shallow right. Hayward moves over, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. One for the Phillies here on the RBI double. We played 3 full, all even at 1 apiece. Back alongside Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian, as it'll be Yadier Molina to start things out for the Cardinals here in their half of the inning. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he commits to the pitch inside, and he definitely went around. That's strike 1. Molina swings and misses. He's in trouble now behind 0-2. Seems like he's gotten away with more than a few location mistakes so far.
Yeah, and that's not going to last forever, especially in this place.
And a good 2-strike pitch, but he misses high. 1-2.
And I think that might have been a little bit of a purpose pitch right there up in the zone. Now I think he's going to come back down with something to try to get that strikeout.
Hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd. Foul. Hit to short. Franco has it. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th. And so after getting the ground ball with the fastball on that last pitch, that'll segue perfectly to our pitch speed comparison for these 2 starters. And folks, that is not a misprint. He's been clocked at over 100 miles an hour so far. My goodness. 1 man gone for the Cardinals in the 4th, and that'll bring up the shortstop, Johnny Peralta. Into the seats. 0-1. 1 out, nobody on. And he falls behind. 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Too high. 1-2. Ready on 1-2. And tough fastball to lay off on 1-2, but he did, and it's 2-2 now.
Yeah, I think you have to ask yourself, was he trying to throw a fastball for a strike right there? Or was he just trying to set me up for that changeup away?
And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full.
Another tough pitch and a tough call there. He couldn't get him to bite again, so he's worked it from 0-2 to 3-2.
And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first 2 are retired here to begin inning number 4.
Oh, and that's a good pitch right there. That's just a hard-breaking slider down and away. And you get the hitter to be enticed by that pitch when it's about halfway there. That was looking like it was going to be a fastball on the outer half. Then it just flat disappears on you, and you're left wondering, what happened?
Matt Holliday standing in now as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1.
And you know, you get stuck sometimes being that number 8 hitter, trying to work the count and trying to buy a little extra time for your pitcher. Now that's a pitch right down the middle that maybe a number 4 hitter jumps all over.
And Holiday swings and misses and falls behind quickly, 0-2.
This is the trouble when you're facing a guy like this. You get into a hole, and now you don't know what to look for. He's got 4 pitches he could turn to here.
Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. We'll see the dangerous Jose Bautista when we come back. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go, all tied at 1-1. And here is Jose Bautista now. He'll go to work trying to do something about breaking this 1-1 tie.
Jose Bautista.
Lynn gets the sign. First pitch on its way. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
If you want to see a guy get blown away at the plate, this is just one finger down 3 times in a row. He was just overmatched there.
Into the box now, Curtis Granderson. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1. One run, 4 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for the Phillies so far. And it's quickly 0-2. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Yeah, with the bases empty, that's the right spot for that 0-2 pitch. Make him see if he'll chase that slider.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fastball here misses low, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
And again, they try to take him down in the strike zone just to see if he'll go after that pitch below the knees. But with 2 strikes, he's been able to lay off that thing now twice in a row.
Taken high and deep to right. Hayward looks up. Gone! A solo home run for Curtis Granderson. Number 17 for him on the season, and it's given the Phils a 2-1 lead.
I've got to say, some days at this place, the ball just seems to jump a little better than others. We've seen quite a few balls hit hard already. This is the first one that leaves the yard, but I've got a sense it's not going to be the last.
Stepping in now, Jeff Mathis.
Jeff Mathis.
As he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
He showed him that slider running away 2 times in a row. Now might be a good time to call on that two-seamer running in.
That's going to even up the count at 2-2. Set to deal on 2-2. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Up next,
And right here, you've got the right fielder shading just a bit towards the alley. And I thought he'd have too far to go to get this ball, but he does close quickly out there, and he makes the play near the line.
In now, Chris Acho. As he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1.
Yeah, a great sell job behind the plate, too. He sort of gently moved that glove back over an inch or two as he was catching that baseball.
Grounded down the third baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And a wasted pitch there, 1-2.
A good high fastball. Maybe something to try and change the eye level there. And now, I might anticipate another slider down in the zone, maybe even in the dirt.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Hit hard back up the middle. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now.
We've mentioned before that this guy can handle the bat, and he proves it right here with a solid base hit.
Ben Revere steps in, working on a 1 for 2 game so far. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. 2 out with the man at first. And a curveball that he didn't get on top of there. It's 1-1. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit.
And now with that pitch count getting up there just a little bit, you can see that some of these pitches are missing just a little farther away than they were earlier.
In the dirt here, but fortunately here, no advance. Throw over to first, back in standing. Here it is on 3-1. Lifted the other way out to left center. Borges on the move, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. Around third and being waved on home. They'll add on to their total as the run scores all the way from first. It's now 3-1. And now time is called here as their pitching coach is going to pay a quick visit to the mound to discuss how they want to attack things here. Ben Zobrist will dig in now. He struck out and lined out in his first 2 at-bats.
Yeah, he hit that ball pretty hard on the line out. He just couldn't get it to fall for him.
From the stretch. And now a curveball as he's got to lean out of the way. That one nearly got him. Well, we'll give you a look there at the graphic. He's in scoring position with his 15th double of the year. Cardinals get the bullpen started here as a right-hander's up and warming. 1-0 count. Here it is. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1.
But this is the thing that's so impressive about this guy. He'll show you that good breaking ball, but then he'll run that fastball up the ladder at 92, 93.
One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air.
Wow, just a jam sandwich right there, and all he's holding is about half of his bat. Those look like the kind of bats I used to swing with.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We played 4 full. Phillies on top, 3-1. Leading off the inning, Lance Lynn, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And you know, guys, it's never fun to have your pitcher leading off an inning for you in this situation. But hey, who knows? Maybe you'll get lucky.
Now a fastball on the inside corner, and he takes a look at strike 1.
Well, you get the sense that what they need is one big hit from anybody in the lineup. If they could get one, it could get them right back in this game, because right now they just seem out of it.
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Way outside, nearly to the backstop. 2-1.
This guy is almost no threat up at the plate. I mean, you could get away with fastballs right down the middle if you wanted to.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. Curveball got him swinging for the first out. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up, as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season.
Well, it's just business as usual for him, Matt. He leads the National League in that category. And pitching wins, they just aren't as celebrated these days as they once were. But I'll tell you, if you're leading the league, you're one of the best pitchers around. We'll see if he can hold on and add another win to his total in this one.
Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt. The first pitch. Colton Wong started to go around, but it's a called strike. 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And this is fouled back and out of play. 3-1 our score as we play inning number 5. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. And he will make the play. 2 away now. So this has been another fine outing for him this afternoon as we check out the league leaders in ERA.
Yeah, and you can find him one spot off the top. Second in the National League right now. And when you're pitching as well as he is, the scoreless innings just seem to stack up. He's got another good outing going here.
Peter Borges will stand in now. A punch-out victim twice already. EK, I'll ask you because you're the one sitting next to me. Do you approach an at-bat differently when you have 2 strikeouts under your belt this early in the game?
Well, you do in the sense that whatever you did the first 2 times, it wasn't working. But I think if you start worrying too much about trying to avoid the hat trick or worse, it'll start becoming a mind game, and you'll start falling into some pretty bad habits.
The windup and the 0-1. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Around first, heading for second now. And he will stroll in there standing with a 2-out double.
Well, neither offense has really made a huge impact so far, but finally maybe a little sign of life. He drives this ball for 2 bases, and even though they've had trouble scoring runs, they're not out of this thing by a long shot. A couple more of these could get him right back into it.
Here's Jason Hayward now, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Well, you see there on the graphic, a good job there to pick up his 16th double of the year. The 1-0 delivery. Now a good pitch on the inside part of the plate ties him up, and it's 1-1. Boy, that changeup's had him eaten out of his hand.
Oh, and they've been falling all over themselves trying to get it. But you've just got to know that that's not going to be a strike. It looks like it is, but it isn't.
And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. 1 run, 4 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. And here's a ball hit in the air. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. More from the show. Saturday Baseball following this message and a word from our local stations. Maikel Franco comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
Ooh, that is one of the best he's thrown this afternoon.
Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. The 0-1 is a fastball low, and that evens the count at 1-1. One and two now as that's in there at the knees. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Now a swing and a fly ball. Hayward giving chase into a slide as he makes a great basket catch.
The batter, right fielder, Brandon Jordan.
Well, this ball's sinking quickly, and he just doesn't want to go for that shoestring catch. This is a nice job to tuck himself into a slide and put it away.
Into the box, Brandon Jordan. And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. That missed. Close. It's ball 2. That one's more like it, he says. Back to 2-1 now.
Yeah, you know, he probably got the fastball he was looking for, but on 2-0, you can look for one pitch in one spot. And if it's not in that spot, you take it.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1. Due to follow here is Adrian Beltre. And he takes ball 4, so he's on, and as you know, that often means the steal could be in order here.
The third baseman, number 29.
Adrian Beltre will step forward now following the walk as he'll hit with a definite speed threat at first and 1 away.
You can bet he's going to see some fastballs in this at-bat. I'd be looking dead red.
After the walk, a quick check on first, and he'll get back in safely. And another throw over, and a dive, but he's back in there. Yet another check on first, and the runner back. Lynn comes set. Here comes the first pitch. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. EK, the starter, creeping up on 100 pitches now, but that number alone doesn't appear to be affecting him too much at all.
Yeah, he still looks sharp. Still, with the way that teams handle pitchers nowadays, I don't think he'll wind up going much further.
Runners on the move for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease.
You know, when the pitcher slide steps, he's going to get the ball to the catcher even quicker, and the guy still stole that base. That was great.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Swing and a liner. Foul. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Boy, and in the first 2 games of this series, he's already struck out a total of 4 times now. You get to where you just hate taking that walk back to the dugout. I'll tell you, it's a very frustrating feeling.
Jose Bautista will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips.
Yep, not showing too much so far, but he's got a chance to make something happen right here. See if he can put those other ABs behind him.
And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
Yeah, and that fastball still got some life to it, even over 100 pitches.
And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
And with some of these guys, it's like they're in an 0-2 count before they even come to the plate.
Chop foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. A pause, and the 0-2. A swinging bunt to the mound. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Phillies strand 1, but they hang on to a 3-1 lead. Matt Adams will stand in to lead off the inning. Middle third of the lineup, 4, 5, and 6 as they try to get something going.
And this whole lineup's been pretty quiet all game long. Just the 1 run, that's it.
Now some action in the Phillies bullpen as a right-hander begins to crank it up out there. Here's the first pitch to him. Too high that time with the inning's first pitch. It's ball 1. For that man right there, just the 1 run allowed. The question is, can he make that lead stand up?
Well, he hasn't shown too many signs of cracking so far. He's got the look of someone right now who's ready to go the distance.
2-0 now.
I'll give him this. He's not intimidated up there. Well, that was inside. Close to triple digits. He didn't even flinch.
Hitters count. Here's the 2-0 pitch. A strike, and it's 2-1.
Yeah, and even though that's a tough one to get on top of, I think he'd say he got away with one right there. That's in too good a location when the matchup's not in your favor.
A little early, and now it's even at 2-2. And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ballgame for him.
You can't underestimate how important a start this is when your team's on a losing streak. He has been phenomenal. It's all thanks to him that they've got a good shot at ending this thing.
Matt Carpenter will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out, 0 for 2 thus far. First delivery to him on the way. Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike 1. And through 5 1/3, already coming up on 100 pitches here. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2.
And it looks like the scouting report says worked this guy away, and it's been paying off.
And whoever put together that scouting report did a real nice job, because this whole team hasn't done much offensively at all.
Swing and a liner, but foul. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Line towards center field. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1-for-3 game so far.
Oh, you better have to pay attention to this guy right now. He is heating it up. 7 straight games now with that hit.
Yadier Molina will dig in for a third time now. He's popped out and grounded out so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half.
Well, we've talked about all the strikeouts. The only side effect is right there, though. He's run up a pretty high pitch count now.
And he misses with it, 1-1.
Well, you know, things have gone his way more often than not so far this afternoon, but he certainly didn't get any help on that one.
We're in the 6th inning here in a 3-1 ball game. And this pitch misses for a ball. 2-1 now to Molina. He's ready now. The pitch. Easy there, big fella. 2-2.
Now, he's probably lucky he didn't make contact on that one.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And nope, this one falls, so he'll get another shot. Curveball, and he buckled him, but it's full 3-2.
Keep in mind now, the longer this at-bat goes, the higher the likelihood that this becomes his last inning out there.
Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. And he punches out another one. Make it 9 for the ball game.
He's been able to get outs when he needs them with that curveball, and there you see what his pitch breakdown has been so far.
So 2 gone now in the St. Louis half of the 6th, and that'll bring up the shortstop, Johnny Peralta. First pitch of the at-bat. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0. I know we have a tendency in the media to get hung up on pitch counts, but this is a legitimate workload he's sweated through so far.
Yeah, anytime you get up around that 110 mark, you put in a full shift, and he's fast approaching it here.
Called strike at the knees, 1-1.
Well, that's just unfair right there. I mean, most guys throw a 91-mile-an-hour fastball. He's throwing a 91-mile-an-hour slider.
Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Fly ball out toward left center field. After it is Granderson. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Cards leave 1. They still trail it here 3-1. Matt Belisle will come on now as he'll start out the bottom of the 6th.
Number 37, Matt Belisle.
Curtis Granderson will stride in again, and you can bet he'd love to do again what he did back in the 4th. A solo home run here that's been the only long ball of the game so far. Cardinals are going to get something going in the bullpen now as a left-hander has begun to get loose. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1. Now a swing and a miss there from Granderson, and he's quickly down here 0-2. Oh, and this just jumps off the bat here as this is to deep straightaway right field, and you can pretty much forget about this one. That is a long home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His second of the game, and the Phillies have opened it up now. It's 4-1.
When you have a hitter down in the count like that, you got to bury him or at least get him to chase something out of the zone. That pitch is way too hittable, and he pays for it. Just an enormous mistake, and now he's so upset with himself.
Jeff Mathis will stand in now following the home run, and you wonder if that losing streak is about to go by the wayside.
Well, they're not home yet, but certainly this has been a much better performance than we've seen out of them for a while now. So all signs seem to be pointing to a potential victory.
First pitch on its way. Righty against righty as this is taken for a ball. It's 1-0. Bases are empty here, nobody out. Down the third baseline, but a foul ball. 1-1. Even at a ball and a strike. Here's the pitch. That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. Fastball is looked at for strike 2.
Right back inside with a fastball. This time he got the call.
No outs, nobody on. Drilled to the right side. That's through, and he's got his first base hit. He's 1 for 3.
Some guys with 2 strikes, they become dead right field hitters. You can see here, he lets the ball get in on him a little bit, doesn't try to do too much with this thing, then just rides it right into right field. That's well done right there.
Standing in now, Chris Acho. As the first pitch here is a bit high, it's ball 1. A runner at first with no outs here. Now a swing and a little flare out to left. That's in for a base hit, and he's 2 for 3.
Well, you love your pitchers to be weapons at the plate, and this is his second hit of the ball game. The only problem is, on a hot day like this, sometimes you'd like him to just save his energy and get back in the dugout.
Ben Revere ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far.
Yeah, and you can bet he'd love to get himself that third hit. Those are the kind of games that puts a little extra pep in your step.
Now both runners are breaking. High in the air out to center field. Borges over to his right. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Well, they took him up the ladder right there with the fastball and actually did a pretty good job to get wood on it at all. But it's still an easy play out there in center field.
Ben Zobrist will stand in. One of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far.
Yeah, guys, he's got to be feeling a little bit like that dog that gets left out in the rain while the rest of the family's inside by the fire. I guess he's just not seeing what everyone else is.
And a high strike there, 0-1.
Pretty cool right there. You know, it's so important in a tough spot to get that first pitch strike over, and he's able to jump ahead.
Runners are at first and second with one away. Hot shot to third. Taken in by Carpenter. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. On to the back third here this afternoon, and we've got it for you on the show. Welcome back to Citizens Bank Park here in Philadelphia. It's on to the 7th inning now with the Phillies out in front, and it's a good time to check out our game summary through the first 6 innings so far. Matt Holliday is set to get us started for the late innings of this one.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least one back here in this inning.
Called a strike on the outer half, 0-1.
Well, this guy has done a pretty good job of being effectively wild. He's only thrown first pitch strikes to about 60% of the batters he's faced, but look at where he's sitting right now. Excellent.
And Holliday swings and misses and falls behind quickly, 0-2.
If I didn't know any better, I think this was his first inning out there. He's still throwing the ball with a lot of velocity.
Looking for his 10th strikeout. Down and away, it's a ball and 2 strikes.
Yeah, after that last swing, I would have thought they'd go right back in, but that's actually not a bad location because I doubt he was looking for something out
there. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
Yeah, it's a good battle to start this inning. That's what you like to see when you've got a guy out there that's getting up there in the pitch count.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far.
This little 4-game run they've been on, it's been a good one, but unless things change in a hurry, it's looking like that win streak's going to end right here.
Dan Souza will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with one gone in the inning. And he'll try and crowd him there with a fastball to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. I think he took a little exception to that location.
Yeah, and so would I if I was down there. If you want to work inside, that's fine. But once you get up over the letters and closer to my head, now we're talking about a different story.
1-0 is a curveball that's over for strike 1.
And after you move a guy off the plate and you know he's all worked up, that's a perfect time to drop a curveball or a changeup on him. Great pitch call right there.
And this is popped fouled off to the right and back into the seats. Now the pitch. No offer at the curve that time, and it's knotted up at 2-2. 4 pitches. Fast, slow, fast, slow. EK, you thinking fastball here?
It seems to fit the pattern, but you better not get too predictable out there. Guys will catch on quick.
Hit hard up the middle. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield.
And this is really one of the few balls they've hit solidly all afternoon. So now we'll see if maybe they can get something going here.
Colton Wong will stand in for the 4th time now. Still looking for his first hit of the ball game.
And he's not the only one either. This has been a great pitching performance so far, and they've had these guys chasing their tails all game long.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. That's yanked into the stands. Strike one. Good break to that one, and he's in command. 0-2. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. We're in the 7th now. 4-1 our score to this point.
Nope,
and this one's inside and high. 1-2 now. And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game.
And you know, as a hitter with a runner at first and one out, you know, I think I'm going to see something down in the zone because I know they want me to hit into a double play. Instead, they go ahead and they challenge him up, and I don't think he was expecting that.
Here's Peter Borges standing in. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on.
Ball
2-0.
Now after that first pitch out, another ball here really puts you in the hole against a dangerous hitter.
A runner on first with 2 away. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. One left for the Cardinals. They trail it 4-1. Sam Freeman will get the ball now as he'll take over on the mound to start the home 7th.
Sam Freeman.
Michael Franco will stand in. He flew out his last time up.
The shortstop, Michael Franco.
And this is taken outside for ball 1. Grounded to the right. Gloved by Adams. Underhanded flip. Throw just does beat him to the bag, as that was pretty close.
You saw the numbers when he came in a minute ago. He is yet to give up an earned run this year, so you can't ask for a whole lot more than that from one of the keys to your bullpen.
Brandon Jordan stands in. Reached on a walk in his last trip. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swung on and chopped up the middle. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
As a manager, you love your relievers to come in and give you plenty of strikeouts. But I'll tell you what, there isn't a manager alive that'll get upset when you come in and get 2 outs on 3 pitches.
So 2 are gone now in the Philadelphia 7th, and set to stand in a guy who seems to get better with age, the dangerous Adrian Beltre. He's set, and the pitch. There's a strike at the knees. 0-1. And there's ball 1. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1.
And that fastball of his definitely catches your attention. I mean, especially when it's on the inner half.
Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. And this pitch is hit foul off to the left and out of play. So the count goes to 2-2 now. 2 out, nobody on. Hot shot on the ground is short. Peralta's there. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Stick around because Jason Hayward will lead things off when we come back. It's the Phillies 4 and the Cardinals 1. Ken Giles will be summoned from the bullpen now as he'll take over to start inning number 8.
Ken Giles.
And there is Jason Hayward. He'll have a new pitcher waiting for him as we begin their half of the 8th.
Jason Hayward.
Hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Jordan ranging back. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
Well, that's pretty nice. You come into a ball game, you throw one slider, and you get yourself an out. Now, that'll help you settle right into the game.
Stepping in, Matt Adams. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
Giles is ready. First pitch on the way. Back to the mound and off his leg. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely. And time now to see quite where that got him. And it appeared from up here at least, and his actions on the field confirm it. It looked like it got him on his drive leg, which could be problematic, of course, for him. But from the way he's trying to walk it off, I think he's going to try to continue. Matt Carpenter will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
And now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Swing and a miss. Blew it right by him at 96. It's a ball and a strike.
That thing's coming in there hot. 96 miles an hour.
8th inning. 4-1 is our score. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Granderson's after it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Four to 1 our score as we give you a look there at the starter comparison to see how the numbers match up for the 2 starters. Yadier Molina stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. And this is a fastball that's right on the black but ruled a ball. It's 2-0 now.
A couple of tight pitches here to start this at bat. You can't really say you're getting squeezed, but he's not really getting any help either.
The 2-0 pitch. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
One more of those, and that'll get the tying run to the plate. He does not want to do that.
And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1. Two out with the man at first. Hard hit ball to second. Zobrist is there. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. Cards leave one, and this is still a 4-1 ball game. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jose Bautista. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And now the Cardinals get the bullpen working here. Both a lefty and a right-hander have stood up. Now here's the pitch. First pitch is a changeup for a called strike. They'll ride the hot hand on the mound as this man will stay out there after the 1-2-3 inning last time around.
And the more important set of numbers is that he got that 1-2-3 against the guys hitting in the middle of the lineup 3, 4, and 5. So now as a reward, he'll get to match up with the bottom portion of the lineup here.
Swinging a ball pulled hard down the line in left. And no shot for Holiday on this one. A fair ball heading for the corner.
Oh, that's just a nice play out there in the corner. You know, with most guys, this is a sure double. But he might even have hit this ball a little too hard because they can get it back into the infield quickly, and that's going to hold him to just a single.
Into the box now, Curtis Granderson. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. 0-1, here's the pitch. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Looks like they're showing a bit more respect to that guy up there. That's what a 3-for-3 ball game will do for you.
Chops it foul at home plate as the count moves to 2-2 now. Still 2-2. Nobody out, runner on first. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
And that's probably going to be his final at-bat. So you figure he won't get his 3rd home run of the game, but still, he's been a real handful here in this one.
Jeff Mathis digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat.
Well, and everyone knows he's slumping right now, so we'll see if that got him going.
From the stretch. Oh, that one got the pitcher. Safe at first. A good effort to recover there, and he almost made the play, but that's a base hit.
Good effort, though. That looked painful.
And time now to see quite where that got him. And it appeared from up here at least, and his actions on the field confirm it. It looked like it got him on his drive leg, which could be problematic, of course, for him. But from the way he's trying to walk it off, I think he's going to try to continue. Drew Stubbs will get the call to pinch hit here, and he'll find he has a couple of runners aboard with only 1 out in the inning. Fastball in there for a called strike.
Now, he might have been on the on-deck circle just saying, man, I get 1 at-bat and it's against this guy? Thanks a lot.
First and second now, 1 man out. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
And I know it's your first at-bat of the ball game and you want to work the count a little, but those were 2 pretty good pitches to have a rip at.
Strike 3 called, and now he's 1 out away from getting out of this.
If you can locate that pitch with movement on the inside corner, nobody's touching that thing. I mean, that's as good as it gets right there.
Here's Ben Revere. As he'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. On to first, and the throw goes right by him.
When you're already losing, the one thing you can't do is give away more runs. I mean, you're already in the hole. The last thing you want to do is keep digging, but that's what's happening right here. Things are going from bad to worse now.
Here's Ben Zobrist now, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. This crowd, likely in the 40,000 range. They've got to like what they've seen so far.
Oh, and it's been a complete performance. They need to find a way to bottle this up and keep it going.
Looking to minimize the damage here. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
Well, one of the real strengths of his game is that he's not going to go after a whole lot of bad pitches out of the strike zone. So he's a guy that's going to make you earn it by only swinging at strikes.
3-0 now. Michael Franco would be next. Runners at second and third with 2 gone. And he gets this fastball over, back to 3-1 now.
Yeah, a much better pitch there than the one he threw on 2-0.
And he misses with it for ball 4, so the bases will be loaded now with 2 away.
And this could really be trouble now, because with runners on every base, they've got a chance to really break this thing wide open.
Michael Franco will get a shot here in a bases-loaded situation, and you'd have to say they've got the right man for the job up here.
Yeah, team leader in RBIs. He's got a shot to push that lead out even further if he could come through here.
Comes set, now the pitch. Out in front of a fastball as this is ripped down the left field line. That's going to be a fair ball. 1 run scores. It will hold the other runner at third, but it's a 2-run double, and they have upped that lead even further.
This is a guy you don't want to make a mistake to with runners on base, because when you do, he normally does something like this. This is a bolt right here. You could hang your laundry on this one, and it's going to wind up scoring 2.
Seth Maness will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. In now, Brandon Jordan, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
You know, a lot of times with a sinker baller out there, you're just conditioned to always look for something down. So he can surprise you with that high fastball, maybe four seam it every once in a while, and when he does, he can forget it.
Comes set with the 0-1. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
And this is all about having faith in your catcher that he's going to block that pitch, as well he should. He's one of the best around when it comes to smothering balls in the dirt.
3 runs already home here. Hit hard on the ground to second. Wong has it on to first, and that'll do it as they manage to not let this inning get out of hand. Another good inning here for the Phillies, and the brotherly love is in abundance now. We're back in Philadelphia right after this. Marco Estrada will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here.
Marco Estrada.
Kicking off the top of the 9th, Johnny Peralta, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, you're facing a pretty big deficit in this game, so they need to start clawing their way back.
9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. One and one. Hit to third, and problems down there for Beltran. And the recovery's too late as he's able to beat the throw to first.
Well, nothing too out of the ordinary right there. He just doesn't look this one into his glove. And now all of a sudden, they've got a man on here to begin this inning.
Matt Holliday standing in now as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. Chased out of the zone there, and he's down 2 strikes.
And that's where you're going to have to be with that fastball. Like a lot of power guys, this guy's a pull hitter. So he has a lot of trouble getting out in front of that hard stuff. Kind of comes around that pitch when it's up and away like that.
Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. In the dirt. And he is safe at second base as the decision to move up pays off, and that'll likely be scored a wild pitch.
It looked like a 2-strike curveball there. Behind the plate, you see him turn that glove over, go soft, try and make himself as large as he can, but this one manages to skip away, and it'll be a wild pitch.
No one out with a runner at second. This is popped up. Bautista coasts under it. 1 out.
Bad. This has just been a punchless offense so far. And this pop-up is pretty indicative of their struggles.
Rafael Kaiser will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 3, Rafael Kaiser.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Now a ball line softly down the left field line. Just foul. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
And that's his strikeout pitch right there. You know, you'll see a lot of guys swing right over the top of that one. That's a great job there just to hold off.
From the belt, kicks and deals. Sent on the ground out to second. On to first, and that means the Cardinals are down to their final out now.
Second baseman number 16, Colton Wong.
So coming to the plate, Colton Wong. Although there are a couple of bases open, and we'll see if they think about working around him.
And that's exactly what I'd expect them to do. No reason to give him a pitch that he likes.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1. Has a look. Now the pitch. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Now what's left of this crowd this afternoon gets to their feet. And another foul ball. Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball.
Yeah, and on 1 and 2, when you know the guy at the plate needs to protect, that's a great spot for that curveball. A lot of guys, they would have gone fishing for that.
A man on third with 2 down. A little bouncer. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes.
This is turning into a great battle at the plate.
Has him down to their final strike. Here it comes. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
Now on 3 and 2, you got to go with your strength.
Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And that is through into center field. A base hit. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. That makes it a 7-2 game.
It took him a while to find the one he liked, but on the 8th pitch, he finally comes through with an RBI single. That's a great job of both driving up the pitch count and driving in the run.
Peter Borges will stand in to keep things going. And I don't know, Steve, is the comeback on?
Well, at the very least, I like that they're showing some character out there. You never want to go down without a fight, so they're going to make these final at-bats count.
From the belt, the pitch, a little tapper. Throw on to first, he'll take care of him, and the Phillies will put an end to their 3-game skid as this ball game is over.
Yeah, and you know this home crowd is going to get to drive home happy as their guys come through with a very good win.